KnightSky here, back again with another episode of the SkyCast. Very big surprise that I'm doing this once again. It's been a couple months since the last one. Our last guest was Lazyfied, all the way back in December, so I decided, you know what, let's just go ahead and do another one. Might as well. And today's very special guest is TheNathan709.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Nathan? Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
So, I guess first things first, for those of you who don't know, Nathan is a YouTuber. No surprise there, right? This is what...
No way.
Yeah, no, big surprise.
Wait one sec. He's a YouTuber?
No way. Oh, I guess not.
No, see you guys. No.
Oh, well, he's out of here. But, so, yeah, Nathan, do you want to go ahead and talk about what you do on your channel?
Yeah, so, I do, Nintendo videos. I've been doing it since around, I was 10, so 2014. 6 years in September.
Wow.
Yeah. I started off doing plush videos, and they were something else.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's where most people kind of start out with.
Yeah. So then around 2016, I grew into the more like C&D type content, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then I just grew it more into like just Nintendo in general, not just Mario plush videos. And yeah, that's really it. Just Nintendo. I started doing video essays actually recently. But yeah, for the past, I think, 4 years I've been in the community. Just yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Wow, that's fair. That's a good
that's my channel. There you go. So yeah.
Yeah. Sounds...
Yeah. Just if you like Nintendo, it's basically all I can say.
Well, I like Nintendo. If you didn't know that, so I like your channel. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's impressive, dude. 6 years, honestly, and
yeah,
the growth on your channel like recently has been pretty awesome. How many subscribers are you at now?
Yeah, it has. I don't know what is going on, but it's happening.
Yeah, nice. I think you recently passed like 800, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
That's awesome.
That was all in like, I don't know, like it was a Splatfest. Yeah. I started the weekend off at 766, I think.
Wow, that's
and
impressive.
Ended off at 810, I think. Wow, I'm pretty sure.
That's awesome.
Like I literally like come in, like the Splatfest ends, right? And I just started the stream, so like I'm gonna keep streaming. Anyway, so I keep streaming, and then all these people start coming in saying, "Who won? Who won the Splatfest?" And the results were out. And they just kept coming in asking that.
Like,
then
hey,
I look.
Who won, please.
I'm playing the game. I look over quickly. I see 23 people watching.
Ooh, that's nice.
And then the sub count just kept coming. I was like, "What's going on?" It was a weird stream. It was great at the same time.
Yeah, dude, that's honestly impressive. Splatoon, I know because of the recent Splatfest, that's brought in a ton of people. It's definitely helped. Splatoon YouTubers and just Nintendo YouTubers who stream Splatoon. They've definitely helped them grow significantly, especially for you. So that's really cool. Wait, I forget what team you're on. Were you on Catch Up too?
Yes, I was on Catch Up.
That's right. We played together. That's right. I forgot about that. I was on your stream.
because no one. Well, I was in my VC. Then I decided you guys were over there, so I'm like, why not? Let's just go over there.
That's smart. Yeah, there you go. I had a lot of fun, by the way. If I didn't mention that already, like the 20 times beforehand. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, your subscriber growth is awesome. Make sure I'll link his channel in the description, guys. Go check him out. He's done some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, real quick, I guess, because you mentioned beforehand how you started taking your channel seriously, I guess, like when C&D was height in popularity. You want to talk more on that?
It was around 2016, yeah. I just remember I didn't know what Discord was until his birthday. I think it was back in back I was like 12 years old. Still doing I actually kind of moved away from plush videos and did like other types of videos, but still mainly focused on plush stuff. And then one night, C&D's birthday, like I mentioned, I heard about this thing called Discord, and you're gonna talk to him. Like, you can come talk to him. I'm like, okay. I'm in. So I joined his server, and the first person I talked to was actually CJ.
Really?
And yeah, so I hopped in VC, and it was the first person I met online. Really? He was one of the first people I met online, CJ. And yeah, ever since then, ever since that night, I've just been in the community on Discord and met a load of friends. So I really took it seriously hit 100 in January the next year.
Nice, impressive.
Yeah. And then 2017 it grew a lot, and yeah.
Nice. I know. Yeah, Discord is definitely a huge part of being a YouTuber or just a content creator in general, because that's where you can engage with your audience more. You can do kind of like fun, voice calls, just voice chat stuff. Like, actually, fun fact: last night, as the day this is of the recording, the night before, I had a voice chat party, I guess you'd call it. So we just kind of messed around. We played Smash Bros. Just talked about random stuff. It was all fun. And honestly, I'm really happy that Discord has that feature where you can just do that and just hang out with people.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's really impressive.
Like, meeting people that actually like enjoy your like videos or streams or whatever is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never thought that would actually happen. Like, I remember it happening to other, like C&D again. Like, I remember like that happening to him, and like people looking up to him and like saying, "Oh, I can't believe it's you" and stuff, right? It's when like it happens to like it happened to me one time. When that happens to you, like, you kind of realize like what that position is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's cool. Like, Discord bridges the gap between content creator and people who watch. So that way, it's not like that huge. Oh, like he'll never talk to me. I'm too insignificant.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something like that.
And plus, we're like smaller. It's easier to talk to people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And yeah, like I said, it's really the cool part about it is just that interaction piece and all that. And yeah, so. Yeah. Before moving on to our main topic of the day, I see your profile picture here. Reminds me of a certain person who is also a Nintendo content creator. Not really a Nintendo content creator, but more like this, a gaming content creator. Would you like to care to emphasize on that point?
All right. So Scott the Waz is a great man. Yeah, so I've been taking a lot of inspiration from Scott the Waz, but I've been trying to move away from that, like, as a recent. The past couple of videos, like I said, video essays are definitely in that style, but I'm trying to put my own spin on it, because again, it's his style. It's his kind of video. I don't want to copy that. I don't want to be known as this like younger Scott or whatever. Because I've gotten those. I've gotten like, "You're his younger stained brother." I'm like, nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
But yeah. No, he's like one of my favorite YouTubers, and he's really nice.
Totally. Yeah, Scott the Waz definitely is inspired. A lot of mine kind of latest videos too. Just the style of it. But you're right. Like, it's important. Like, if you you don't fully copy someone's style. Like, you turn it into your own. Like you said, you're moving away from his thing, and what he does works best for him because that's his personality.
Yeah.
But since everyone has their own personality, so certain things work better than other things would. But it's a really cool style too, like the video essay stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot different.
I'm really enjoying making them as well.
Yeah. It's a lot different from like regular gaming's just playthroughs or whatever, or streams. Like, it gives you a chance to research something that's actually really interesting, and that way you can share.
Oh yeah, that as well.
Like, I've never been more excited to do a research project on, I don't know, like a video game than compared to something in school or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Huge difference. But on to our main topic.
Yes.
So we actually think I've never talked about this on the SkyCast before, mainly because it wasn't as relevant as it wasn't as relevant as it is now. Oh geez, my words. But today's topic is, of course, Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Yes. One of the best games of the year so far, I would like to argue.
Oh yeah, totally.
So, did you get the game day one too?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I waited in line day one. It was kind of interesting because all this stuff started happening around then. So, I was afraid that EB Games would close down because they were like, everyone was like closing everything down, and I was like, oh no, I pre-ordered my game. I don't want to like. Actually, no. When I went in to pre-order my game, people started canceling the pre-orders.
Oh jeez.
Because of all this, and I was like, oh no, I just pre-ordered it. I'm not gonna just back out. So I kept the pre-order and just hoped that the store would still be open, and it was. And I walked up, and there was a line. So being in a line was really cool because I've seen it in like the past 3 years, waiting in line for a game. Actually doing it That's really cool.
Yeah, it changes your whole perspective on, like how people do it, and like the amount of time it takes just to wait too. It goes from.
Oh yeah.
Speaking from experience, I've waited in line for Breath of the Wild and Odyssey. Those were just kind of like fun times waiting in line, I guess. But then, when I went to wait in line for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that was really fun because that was at Nintendo New York, and I was with the Litz, Nintendo Cisco, and Kia Time 15, which is really fun because the first time we all met up in person.
Yeah, and you met like Jordan and Rachel as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's interesting because like it's a hard way to describe it. Like when you meet that person for the first time, like who you've looked at, like especially with like C&D and stuff, like you see people who. Your viewpoint of them is like, oh my gosh, they're a celebrity, but then all of a sudden, like you meet them, like, oh yeah, they're saying like, oh, we're just normal people, you don't have to treat us any different. But yeah, it's something really unique about it all. But anyway, back to Animal Crossing. I'm getting off on a tangent about the YouTubers again. Let's see. I don't know how old the game is so far. I think it just turned 2 months? 2 months old.
2 months in 17 days.
Ooh, nice. I like the sound of that. What's your experience with it so far? How much do you like it?
Well, this is my first Animal Crossing game. So far, really good. I've played it a lot.
Nice. Very, very nice. What do you say? Well, I guess since you already said you like it, like, what's one thing that you think like they could, improve upon? I guess.
That's
because there's a lot of like small little things that people are saying like, oh, they should fix, the DIY stuff or certain, I guess, like things in shops, stuff like that.
Well, improving upon, I think this is just a single thing, but a lot of times when your like items break, that's kind of annoying. Because I'm in the middle of doing something, next thing you know, breaks, and I go all the way back and get a new one, and then leave and go back. It's
truly annoying. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, especially like when you're fishing or you're trying to find clams or stuff like that, and like the second like you try to catch another one, boom, your rod breaks, and you're just like, I gotta walk all the way over to the the DIY table again for some crap like that. It's really annoying. But like that's the thing about it, like it's the fact that it's just like the small little things that make you appreciate just how much more fun the game is besides like the little irritations or whatever. Like for instance, for my island, I know I was trying to go for like a kind of like a resort theme, but as I like continued going on, I was like, no, this is just kind of like a regular town, so to speak. Like I could see myself living in a place like this, just fishing all day. Trying to catch bugs, like eating fruit, all that kind of stuff. It sounds like a nice life, to be honest.
Talking to animals, like
Yeah. Who would you say like that? The villager that like you like the most on there is?
Well, one of my favorites is like Graham. He's like this little small like, what's he? Is he like he's a hamster? Yeah. He has like these glasses, and I just think he's really cute, I guess.
Nice. Yeah, I'd say
no homo.
I'd say for me, oh man, like there's a couple of villagers that on my island that like I really appreciate, but the one who probably stands out the most for me is Sprinkle the penguin. She's like a light blue color or whatever. She's so like peppy, and she's always is like giving me like presents and stuff. She calls them prezzies. I'm just like, oh, this is so awesome. And actually, so funny story on how I got her. So like the tent functionality, like sometimes a random villager will show up in there.
Yeah.
So it was one day where like Isabel was just like, hey, we got someone new in the tent today. Make sure to go say hi. I was like, all right, sure. I walk in and I see Sprinkle. I'm just like, oh, okay, I gotta get her. I had like an open plot of land for a new villager, so I was like, all right, I gotta do this. But like I think my interaction was like, she's like, oh, this is a nice place and all that kind of stuff. And then I talked to her again. She's like, all right, if you beat me at this card game, I will move to the island. No further questions. And I was like, all right, bet. I continued to lose at that card game for 10 times in a row. and I couldn't get her in. I was like, oh my god, I'm never gonna get her. So then like I walked back in after doing like some chores throughout the day. I come back in, I talk to her, and she's like, you know what? I think I'll stay. I'm just like, what? Like, are you kidding me? I was so anxious, or not anxious, but like nervous that I was not gonna be able to get her because I was like, oh, this game is impossible. I'm not good at like random choice like games like these. Like I'm gonna get screwed over by a card game, and just to find out, I was like, all right, I'll just talk to Tom Nook. I'll move in. And I was like, oh my god.
All that work for nothing.
I know, and it was so like painful too. And the fact that it's just like a small little game, it didn't really help out as much. So I'm thankful that I have her now. She's been the island for a couple weeks at this point, and I'm not letting her move just because she's staying. Actually, yeah. What do you think about like when your villagers or islanders say like, "Hey, I feel like moving"? Like, what do you say at that point?
If I like them, I'll just tell them to stay. But if I don't mind, I just let them go.
Yeah, I think it's
fine.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the games feel a bit more real, I guess. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people move away, and
this is true. Yeah, you can't keep everyone on the same island forever.
Yeah.
People want to move off sometimes. It's understandable, but like it's sad to see some of them go. Like I've had a couple of villagers that have left my island. I didn't stop them because A, I felt like I could kind of do better, but B, I'm just like, you know what? They want to explore their cute little animal lives. I'll let them do that. Won't be some cold heartless.
Have you got any have any villagers like from other islands came to yours?
Yes.
Like from like.
Yeah, I think so. Like from like.
Yeah, because.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because my friend got rid of his like chops, and then next thing you know, a couple days later, chops comes to my island.
Huh. Yeah, actually, I think I just got one.
And it's the same chops because it said like the island name.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Like I think it was yesterday. I forget whose island I went over, but Shari the monkey came over. She's like this kind of light gray monkey, and he's like, "Oh, I came over from this island called McDonald's." I'm just like, "Oh my gosh." I remember talking to her there too. She didn't even act like she was gonna move, but then like a couple days later, she's like, "Oh yeah, I just came here. Just want to chill out." I'm just like, oh, okay, welcome, I guess. Yeah, that's happened to me a couple times beforehand. It's interesting too because it bridges that gap like of connection between islands. So that way it's not just like you're the only island with these specific animals. You're like, oh no, there's other people out there. That's really fun. Oh, actually, that leads me to another question. So what do you think they should do about the online functionality, like playing with friends? Because I know a lot of people have opinions about that.
Definitely cut down the that cutscene when like someone's joining the island or leaving, because every single time it's just you had to go through the same thing.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Especially on stream, like when a lot of people are joining in, like.
Oh, it's painful just because people are wanting to play, but then they take one step and it's like, please close the window. And it's like, no.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell turnips like, and then on someone else's island, and then please close the window.
Like, oh, sorry. Oh, actually, that happened to not to me, but I think it happened to like Luke or something. Basically, he was doing a stream and he was about to catch a shark, but then it said, please close the window, and the shark got scared and swam away. He's like, no, are you kidding me? I was like, oh my god, I felt his pain because I was just like, oh, you can't do anything about that. Like, honestly, like, that's another thing. When you're trying, like, when you're talking to Wilbur about, like, opening up your island or trying to travel somewhere, if you make one mistake, you have to start the whole thing over again. It's so painful. Yeah. Just online stuff is just weird at some points.
Yeah, Nintendo Online is not known to be the greatest.
Yeah, absolutely not. I guess moving on. So, what are you hoping to get in the future from your island? Because I know there's still a lot of updates that are coming out. Some that are unknown, some other things. Like, what do you envision your island becoming? Pretty much.
That's a hard question. Well.
Yeah, it is a pretty tough one.
I just kind of want to expand it a bit more because I think right now it's. If there's anything any way that I can expand it, like with any update, like have like a new villager or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
like add,
I see what you mean. Like it's kind of
if they add the villager numbers up from like 10, like if they add like a couple more, you can add in. Then
I'm sure they'll probably do that at some point.
Yeah, probably like add some new ones in, like that are not in this game yet.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Yeah.
And like new shops and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. We definitely need more shops, just because I don't want things getting too dull, or I want more places to spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah. All sorts of fun stuff. Well, I think that's pretty much it for us here. Thank you so much for coming on, Nathan. It was an honor to have you, dude.
Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, dude. Everyone make sure to go check out his channel. Link is in the description, as I said earlier. Makes some pretty funny stuff, and he also streams pretty much all the time too.
Yeah,
so
stream.
Go check him out. Yeah. Any closing thoughts you want to say for people?
Thank you for subscribing, because I know you did.
Hey, there you go. See, he already knows you subscribed. All right, now you have to do it at this point.
I know it, Bob. You subscribed.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you all so much for listening in. I'm glad to do another episode of the SkyCast. It's been far too long. A nice little kind of cool down in between videos and streams, just to hang out and talk about anything pretty much. So yeah, really fun to have you on once again, Nathan. And make sure to like and subscribe to both of us if you want. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one.
See you guys.